Hi, my friends. Welcome to Von Cupcake Yoga. I'm your host, Gretchen, and today's stretch, we are going to be using a couple of blocks. Anything that's roughly the size or shape of this is going to work for you. However, blocks are really affordable and easy to find in many different forms. So if you want to get some blocks, they're easy, but a couple books work really well. So whatever you need. And we're going to start today's stretch standing. I know, weird, right? But we're going to find ourselves in our mountain pose, our Tadasana. Come up to the top of your mat in your Tadasana. Spread those feet about hip width distance apart or even a little further. Stand up nice and straight, shoulders back and down. Turn your palms so they are facing forward. That's going to encourage that heart to open. And maybe we close our eyes. Everything I tell you today is a suggestion and not a command. Make any adjustments for your own body, for your own practice. And draw your attention to your breath. Notice that breath as it comes in through your nose. Maybe you feel your chest expand. Maybe you feel your belly expand. Exhale completely. Let your shoulders feel heavy. Draw your attention to your toes. Press those toes into the mat. From your big toe, pressing each toe until you get all the way to the pinky toe. Shifting your weight forward just slightly, enough to feel the pressure of all 10 toes on the mat, assuming you have 10 toes. Keeping those heels on the mat, gently shift your weight back until all of your weight is being supported on your heels. Maybe you can lift those toes up. Returning your body back to center with the whole foot pressing into the mat. Bring that attention back to your breath. Inhale fully and completely this time. Exhale, let those shoulders feel heavy. Inhale, both those arms up. It may feel good to gently press your pelvis forward a little bit here, but not too much. We're just getting started. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, coming down to a forward fold. Gently straighten one knee, gently bend one knee, gently sway from side to side. Maybe even grasp opposite elbows, or even the block in front of you might work well for you too. I'll go ahead and put my hands on my block. Bending gently into one knee, straightening into the other. Coming back to stillness here. Inhale completely. Draw those arms out to the side. Bend in those knees. Come on back up. Swan dive. Reverse. Root to rise. Bringing those arms up. Maybe we can do a little back bend here. Drawing those palms together to touch. Bringing those hands down to your heart center. Exhale completely. Inhale both those arms up. Exhale, step that right foot about halfway down your mat. Come to a little warrior one here, bending into that front knee. That back foot can pivot slightly out to the side if that facilitates the stretch a little better for you. Inhale completely, exhale completely, step it back up. Inhale both those arms up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale with your hands on your shins and your shoulders back. Exhale, fold forward. Press into those feet. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Inhaling both those arms up. Exhale, step that left foot back about halfway down the mat. Bend into that front knee. Come into a little warrior one here. You can always pivot that back foot slightly out, and it might give you a little more stability. Big breath in, exhale, step forward, swan dive, fold all the way down. Hands on those shins, flat back, shoulders back and down. Big breath in, exhale, fold forward. Press into those feet, reverse swan dive, come all the way back up. Exhale, step that right foot back to little warrior one, bending into that front knee. Inhale completely, and exhale, step on back up, swan dive, fold forward. Hands on those shins, flat back. Big breath in, fold forward. Bend those knees, press in those feet. Root to rise, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, step that left foot back about halfway down. Bend that front knee. Find a little warrior one here. On your next exhale, step on back up. Draw those hands down. Find that mountain pose. Bringing your hands to your hips. Keeping that right foot front and center. Step that left foot back nice and far. And pivot that left foot so that the blade of your left foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Turn your pelvis towards that long edge of your mat. Bend into that front knee and extend those arms out to your side. Lean that front right knee out to the right. Find your warrior one here. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Bring this front forearm to your thigh. Extend this back arm up and over. Find a side body stretch here. Making your body feel like a big old slash mark. Extend those fingers and press into that blade of that back left foot. Tighten those tummy muscles. Press into that front foot. Draw that body back up to your warrior two. Flip that front palm facing up. Draw it up to the ceiling. Bring this back hand down by your legs. Peaceful warrior. You can straighten this leg or bend, whichever you are craving today. Big breath in, exhale, come back to your warrior two. Straighten that front legs, kick that sassy left hip out. Reach forward with that front arm and then bring it down to maybe a block. And extend that right arm up toward, or that left arm up towards the ceiling. You can even bend that elbow and tuck it behind your back, pressing that shoulder back. Find the perfect version of triangle for yourself. Big breath in, exhale completely, bend into that front knee, press into that front foot, draw that body back up to your warrior two, and step it up to the mat. Find that mountain pose. Inhale fully, exhale fully, reconnect to your body. Excellent. We're just going to go to the other side. So step that left foot front and center. Extend that right foot back behind you and pivot it so that the blade of that foot is parallel to that back edge of the mat. Turn your pelvis towards the long edge of the mat. Bend into that front knee. Extend those arms out to the side. Tell that left knee to lean a little bit out to the left. There you go, warrior two. Bring this left forearm to your left thigh. Extend that right hand up and over. Find a side body stretch there. Big breath in. Exhale. Press into that foot. Tighten those tummy muscles. Come back to your warrior two. Flip that front hand. Draw it up towards the ceiling. That left hand back behind you. Find your peaceful warrior. You can straighten that leg or keep it bent. Big breath in. Exhale. Return to your warrior two. Straighten that front leg, kick that sassy hip out on the right. Reach forward with the left. Bring that hand down to a block if you like. Find your triangle here. Extend that right arm either up straight to the ceiling or bend it and tuck that hand behind your back and press the shoulder. Big breath in. Exhale completely. Bend into that front knee nice and deep. Press into that front foot. Tighten those tummy muscles. Draw that body back up. Find your warrior two once again. Step it up to the top of your mat. Find that mountain pose. Shoulders back and down, palms facing forward. Breathe. Inhale both those arms up. Big breath in. Maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Forward fold. Hands on those shins, flat back, shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold forward. Bend into those knees, reverse swan dive. Come all the way back up. Bring those palms together to touch and down to your heart center. Couple breaths here. And release, gently release. Turn to face the long edge of your mat. Spread those feet nice and wide and point those toes towards those outer corners of your mat. So nice and wide as is comfortable, but not so wide that we can't control our body. So we're not looking to get super low. We're just going to get nice and wide. Grab yourself a block, bring it to the front of your mat. Now your feet are not cemented here. You can move them anywhere you want, but you're going to sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your hips. Shoulders are back and down. Maybe your elbows are gently pointing towards the back. Maybe there's a very slight bend in your knees just to keep them from locking up for you. Hinge forward at the hips. Let that belly start to sink down nice and low until you're about halfway. Then we can bring those hands to that block. Big breath in, exhale. Let that chest feel nice and heavy as you lower down even more. Maybe that block isn't necessary anymore. That's up to you. But maybe if you can reach the floor, you don't need the block anymore. Take a breath here. Gently sway a little from front to back, nice and slow, with control. Just noticing the parts of your body that are stretching. Breathe into those parts. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Start to walk those hands over to your left foot. They don't have to go far. You can use your blocks if you like. But bring those hands close to your left foot. You could even cross over that left foot if your body allows. Finding a nice stretch here. Full breath in. Exhale, completely walk those hands back to center. Maybe we can walk them back just a little further. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Walk those hands over to the right side. Find a little twist here. Walk those hands back to center, keeping those hands planted on the floor. Bend into that right knee. Sink that body over to the right. Inhale, press into that right foot. Come back to center. Exhale. And now start to bend into that left knee. We're just going to do some lunges from side to side. We're really just isolating our legs. So work with your breath, inhaling into one side, exhaling into center, finding whichever way works best for you. Just keep breathing and moving and side to side lunge. Just a couple breaths of this. Return back to center. Bend into those knees, nice and heavy, nice and low. Maybe bring those forearms up to our thighs. Shifting our pelvis forward, bringing our sternum straight up, bringing our hands together, prayer goddess squat. Big breath in. Exhale completely. Press into those feet, straightening those legs, extending those arms out. Find a star, reaching all four corners of your body and your head. 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend those knees, bend those elbows into cactus arms. Sink into another goddess squat here. Big breath in, exhale, press into those feet, extending those arms out. Find your star. Start to walk those feet a little closer together. Wiggle it out just a little bit. We're going to do some balancing. So find that mountain pose once again. Palms forward, shoulders back and down. Look around you. Find a focal point, either on the wall or the floor. Find something. Maybe it's a light switch. You got your focal point. Breathe. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Focusing on that focal point. Keeping your focus on that focal point. Shift all of your weight onto that left foot. The right foot is still down on the mat, but that left foot is bearing the weight. Press those toes into the mat like you're picking up a little Lego. And maybe we can gently bend into that right knee, just bringing those right toes to the mat. Now this is it. You don't have to do anything else. But if you want a little something more here, keeping your gaze on your focal point, maybe we gently lift up on that right knee. And maybe we feel like we can pivot that right knee out, bringing that foot to rest either on our calf or our thigh, just avoiding the direct knee area. Draw those hands to prayer at your chest. Gaze at your focal point and breathe. Those wiggles and shakes, that is strength building. And I am proud of you. Press those toes into the mat. Inhale fully and exhale fully. 2 more full, complete breaths in and out, focusing on that spot. Exhale, gently release. Maybe we wiggle out our legs a little bit. That left leg did a lot of work, so we're going to give it some love this time. Find that mountain pose once again. Shoulders are back and down, palms are facing forward. Shift all that weight over to that right foot. Press those toes into the mat. Focus on your focal point, your drishti. And maybe we bend into that left knee. Just bring those left toes to the mat. Maybe we lift up on that left knee. Maybe we pivot that left knee out, finding our version of tree here, and drawing our palms together to touch. Focus on your focal point. Inhale completely and exhale completely. If you fall out of your tree, that's okay. Just come back into it. You're building strength. You're building balance. 2 more full breaths. And release. Shake it out. Roll out those ankles. Roll out those wrists. Find that mountain pose once again. Inhale both those arms up, nice and tall. Maybe grab onto that left wrist with our right hand. Lean over to the right, opening up that side body. Inhale up. Switch your grip. Lean over to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive all the way down. Hands on your shins, flat back, shoulders back and down. Full breath in, exhale, fold forward. Bend into those knees, press into those feet. Roll that spine up 1 vertebrae at a time, stacking them on top of each other till we find ourselves returning to our mountain pose once again. Drawing our palms together to touch. Bringing honor to the beautiful culture that gave us yoga in this beautiful short and sweet stretch. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this quick standing stretch. I've had a lot of people say, Gretchen, I have a hard time getting on the floor. So they've said, Gretchen, I like to just have something quick in the morning to get my blood flowing. So I got these little standing stretches for you. I'm also going to have chair yoga coming soon. So if you really can't get up and off the floor, I've got you. We're going to do chair yoga soon. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to get that to you faster. If you enjoyed today, be sure you're subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell. It's going to let you know anytime I post. And be sure to share me with your friends. I love making new friends, so share me. I would love to meet your new friends. And thank you so much for joining me. I also want to thank A Little Twisted Yoga Studio for letting me have this space to film. And I always encourage you to go out and check out your local studios, but I'm here for you at home, and that's always a good thing. So I'm proud of you. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye.